If you're looking for a big upgrade in styling and function for your 2007 to 2018 JK Wrangler, this Deviate Off-Road Heat Dispersion vented hood in an unpainted finish will be a mod that you'll want to look into. Now, upgrading the hood on your Wrangler is one mod that you really can't not notice, and this option by Deviate is going to take that to the next level with this very aggressive design. Now, it's not all for looks, considering the large cowl on the hood and the venting will eliminate heat soak and disperse heat a lot more effectively than the factory hood if that's something that you're concerned about, whether you're at high temps, sitting in traffic, or just crawling on the trail. Now, taking a closer look at the hood, as you can see, right in the center, this is going to have a massive cowl that spans from the front to the back, allowing extra space to move that air out, especially with the help of the 6 vents on the side of the cowl. This will also feature plastic louvers on either side that are going to accent the hood and add that additional location for venting, or at least accent that additional location. Now, this will also come with an under the hood insulation package to make sure that that's going to cut down on some engine noise and protect the top finish from those high temps. This is made of a stamped steel construction, but will not be as heavy as you think when it comes to a steel hood, being pretty easy to lift. Now, keep in mind that this will come in a paintable rust inhibitor protective black finish, but will require prep before you paint it in order to color match it. Now, all of the vents are going to be made of a mesh steel material, and the louvers on the side of the hood that will go over this side vent here is going to be made of a tough plastic material that is also paintable and customizable. Now, this will also be a direct bolt on and will utilize all of the factory latches or existing latches, hinges, and hardware, so you don't have to question when it comes to install. Now, this is going to come in at roughly $875. Comparing to other choices on the page, this is probably one of the most popular hoods, and for very good reason. The well-built and functional design being one of them, and the fact that this just adds a super aggressive and incredibly sporty look to the Jeep that some other more factory-inspired hoods don't really have. Now, I think if you want a quality option for aggressive styling and aggressive function on your JK to help you on the street and the trail, then this is a great pick. When it comes to install, this will be a 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, taking you about 2 hours to get the job done with some basic hand tools. Now, speaking of the install, one of our customers here at Extreme Terrain has actually installed this on their JK and is going to walk you through the process step by step to get this onto yours at home. So that's going to wrap it up for me. Let's go ahead and get into the install.
So we got the hood back from paint, and so now we're going to do the full removal of all the hardware on the stock hood to transfer over to the new hood. So what I'm going to use is, you can use any combination of 3/8 ratchet or 1/4 inch ratchet. You will need a T50 for the hinges again, a 10 mil for your outer clamps, and the spring is at 8 mil. And then for your spray nozzles for your windshield washer wipers, I found that a 90 pliers seems to grab the little clips the best. And if you have something electric for some of the removal, it will be quicker. I probably won't use it for the new hood since the paint is fresh, but just to speed up the process a little bit. Not required. Also a TED mill, and it looks like it has a little lip for your right side. The spring was at 8 mil. Also has a recessed little clip that grabs. Now your wiper hose, or windshield washer hose, little clips. Work those off. And this is where the 90s grab these clips. Which will push through the other side. Again, we're going to use the pool noodles since it worked out well. Now you'll need your T50. Fold your hinge out of the way. We're ready to remove the hood again. Now we'll grab the new hood and packaging. Out of packaging. These are slow. Is yours all the way outboard? Mine, that mine's all the way to the end. Once I get 2 threads, and then I'm using a stubby ratchet just to kind of have more control since it has fresh paint. The hinges underneath do have a little bit of slop in there, so get it close and then fine tune your body lines to the best of your ability. So now line up your lines, try to make sure all your gapping is about the same. And since the hood is already down, you can pop in your nozzles for your windshield washer fluid. You should hear a little click. Everything looks like it lined up well. It's not hitting anything along the cowl. We'll install our spring. Reinstall your hood latches. your hood latch. Now your windshield washer hoses. So for this application, it seems like the factory 90 is not needed. Now we're going to close it and see if our latches line up. Well, this concludes the install for the DV8 vented hood. Hope yours goes as smooth.
So that's going to wrap it up for my review and the install of this DV8 off-road heat dispersion vented hood in an unpainted finish, fitting all 2007 to 2018 JK Wranglers. And remember, for all things Wrangler, keep it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.